What is up everyone, welcome back for another video of Diablo 3. In this video I want to talk about another strong build for the Crusader. This build was very popular and I think it is the strongest build for the Crusader. It is a build that I don't like to play because it's just running. But if you want to push the leaderboard, then make sure you have this build because someone did a Greater Rift 106 with this build. So, well, let's talk about the gears. Let's talk about the items. This build is built around the legacy of nightmare rings. For every ancient item you have, you will deal 100% increased damage and you will get 4% reduced damage. And we have in total of 13 item slots. That means we can get 1300% increased damage and 52% damage reduction. For the helmet we are using Heroic's Crown. This will double the effect of the rune that you have equipped. In this case we get double the amount of cooldown reduction. We also use Aquila Caress. Since we are not using any resource, we will get 50% damage reduction and that will be up always. For the belt we are using Belt of the Trove. This will cast Bombardment every 8 seconds. Hexing Pants of Mr. Yen. Since we want to use T-Charge the whole time, we will be moving the whole time, means our damage will be increased by 24% the whole time. Illusory Boots. Because this build is a little bit squashy, you don't want to get stuck inside a group of monsters. So that's the reason why we are using these boots. Our necklace will be a Hellfire necklace with a passive that we need. In my case it's the Lord Commander. For the shoulders, Invokers, just make sure it's ancient. Gloves, Arcue's Cage. When an elite enemy will damage us, we will get a shield for 10 seconds. For the braces, we will be using Storm Arm braces. When we knock up enemies, we will do more damage to those enemies. For the weapon, that's pretty easy. We want to use Swift Mount. The duration of our steed charge is doubled, means we can do more damage. And as last, Lidless Wall, because we can roll elemental damage on it. For the Kanai's Cube, we want to use the Mortal Drama. This will double the number of bombardments. Heart of Iron, this will give us thorns equal to 300% of our vitality, means more damage. And as last, Convention of Elements for the 200% elemental damage that we will get. For the legendary gems, Boyarski's Chip for the thorns damage, Bane of the Stricken will be the Guardian Killer and Bane of the Chap just for the increased damage. For our skills, well, the first skill will be Bombardment, Barrels of Spikes. This is of course one of our damage dealers. Make sure you hit this skill when you got the physical elemental damage on your Convention of Elements. Also because we are using Mortal Drama and the Kanai's Cube, the number of bombardments will be doubled. For our next skill we want to use Concentration, Bed of Nails. This is giving you life per hit. And you will be doing 100% of your thorns per second. This skill will last for 10 seconds. Iron Skin, Reflective Skin. When you activate this skill you will absorb 50% of all damage dealt to you in 4 seconds. The next skill will be Steed Charge, Spiked Barding. This is our other damage dealer. You will deal 500% of your thorns to enemies you ride through. Condemn, Vacuum. This one will bring the enemies together. That's pretty easy and it's also pretty handy. And as last, Accurate Champion Prophet. This skill will give you 150% additional armor. It will increase your damage by 35%. And when you take fatal damage you will get another life bar, whatever. For the passives, Fever for the cooldown reduction. Iron Maiden, your thorns will be increased by 50%. Indestructible, this one is also giving you a second life. And as last, Finery, you will get strength for every socket you have in your gears. And you also want a passive in your Hellfire necklace. I'm using Lord Commander, but you can switch it with any of these four. But make sure you have Lord Commander also. This will reduce the cooldown of Steed Charge and Bombardment. So for the Paragon points, you want 25% in movement speed in total, the rest in strength. For your offense, cooldown reduction, critical chance, critical damage and attack speed. For your defense, resist all, life, armor, life regen. And as last for your utility, area damage, life per hit, resource cost reduction and gold find. For the states that you want on the gears, for your helmet, strength, vitality, life percent. For your shoulders, strength, cooldown reduction, bombardment damage and area damage. For your necklace, physical damage, strength, area damage. For your armor, strength, vitality, bombardment damage. For your gloves, strength, vitality, area damage, cooldown reduction. For your belt, strength, vitality, all resist, life percent. For your braces, physical damage, strength, vitality, all resist. For both of your rings, strength, area damage and cooldown reduction. For your pants, strength, vitality, all resist. For your weapon, strength, vitality, area damage, cooldown reduction. For your boots, strength, vitality, all resist and armor. And as last for your shield, physical damage, strength, vitality, cooldown reduction. As a secondary you want thorns damage on all your items. So how to use this build? That's pretty easy. Go in accurate champion form. Make sure you are using concentration bed of nails. This will deal thorns damage for a few seconds and you also will get lives back. Then just use steed charge through the enemies, and when your convention of elements is on physical damage you want to use bombardment, and also iron skin. When you think you can do the most damage then use iron skin, but if you think you are dying then also use iron skin. If the enemies are split everywhere then just use condemn vacuum so you can bring the enemies together. So well, this was the video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a comment, like and subscribe. Also turn on the notification, it's next to the subscribe button. And then I will see you on Wednesday. Peace.